In Canada, wildfires are burning in the western part of the country. You might recall scenes like this one from almost a year ago here in Connecticut, all because of the smoke from fires back then. But we're not expecting these kinds of scenes anytime soon. Part of the problem? Zombie fires. Here with more on what that actually is, Storm Tracker meteorologist Rochelle J. Zombie.
I just heard about it today as well. One of our producers was like, this would be interesting. And I was like, never heard of it. Let's do some research. So here we are. We're talking about zombie fires, but let's take it back. We had those scenes last year. As Kevin mentioned, we're not going to be seeing any of those. 2023 was actually the most destructive wildfire season for Canada on record. And some of those fires may actually have lingered into this year, because at the end of last year, New Year's Eve, there were still 100 fires burning somewhere in Canada. And some of them may have lasted into 2024 as what's called zombie fires. And here's what happens. The fires somewhat burrow underground. They have deep ditches that are filled with fuel like vegetation, twigs, and things like that, as well as oxygen, which fires feed off of. So it stays underground through the wintertime, smoldering. And as we head into the warmer months, temperatures warm, the breeze picks up, the ground dries out, and so those fires will eventually re-emerge. So over the last few months, and actually the last few years, they've been dealing with reduced precipitation, drought in parts of especially Western Canada, as well as abnormal warmth. So part of the reason we have that abnormal warmth is because of something you may have heard of before, El Nino. So as El Nino eventually does start to wane, those waters in the Pacific Ocean that we keep an eye on, as that wanes and they get closer to normal, we'll continue to feel some of those effects in Canada with the warmth. So here's a look at the current hot spots across Canada right now, mostly focused in the western half of the country. Those red skies and the haziness that we had back in June, those were because of fires in eastern Canada. Not so much an issue now, but you do see there is some smoke off to our north and west. That actually will stay over the Great Lakes. There's also a couple of fires burning in Massachusetts, so you might see a little bit of that. But as far as wildfire smoke, we're not going to be talking about that probably anytime soon, but it's something, of course, we'll be monitoring after what we had last year. But right now, we're not concerned about reduced air quality from wildfire smoke in Canada or anywhere else, guys.
All right, Rochelle, thank you for that.